And welcome back, everybody, to Waffle Board Breaks. I thought we were going to have a nice, relaxing, boring evening after the break, and Vegas decided to wake up. Down 3-0 to Colorado at home in Vegas after the first period. They had a power play to start the second, got a goal from Mark Stone, and then they just added one from Wild Bill William Carlson to make it 3-2. They just had a power play again to try to tie it, but they did not score there. But 3-2 Colorado over Vegas in the second. So no matter what happens, we'll have some interesting hockey to watch after we're done breaking here. Third period, when I'm doing all the wrap up stuff and entering everything for eBay for next Sunday. So just 34 boxes and 33 boxes tonight. Pretty good odds. Oh, DC Daryl stepping in, grabbing the closer mojo, doing the Derek step in. There we go. Let me put you down for that. Very good. Very good. You gotta Bogart that one run. There we go. Dale is stopping and grabbing and stepping. So we are full. So we're not gonna wait too long. See if anybody wants to stop by to watch live. Hockey's been pretty good. Obviously, yesterday Buffalo managed to win in overtime pretty quickly to even that series up, going to Montreal, which is going to be insanity up there. Buffalo and Montreal tied for one. Of course, Vegas managed to get the first two in Colorado, kept Colorado mostly off the board, and Colorado came out firing today. Got two pretty early goals, then had one disallowed. Looked like it was a good goal on the crossbar area. They said, I don't know if it's the glove. It looked like a good goal to me, but they ruled it no goal, and then they reviewed it. They continued ruling it no goal, and then of course Colorado got a shorty from Jack Drury on a breakaway to make it 3-0. So looks like they're going to blow the doors off Vegas tonight. Of course, we should know better. Vegas is a very heavy veteran team. Obviously, they got Eichels and the Marners. Mark Stone is back playing. Of course, he scored their first goal. Interesting to see their power play doesn't have a defenseman. No, Theodore is not usually out there, I guess, on their power play. Obviously, they've had in the past they've had defensemen on their power play, but not lately. Obviously, not playing anybody on their last power play. All forwards, of course. We have Hurdle and you got Marner and you got Dorfiev and like I said, Barbashev, and of course, obviously Mark Stone is a big body down low. Playing with Marner and go as your facilitators. They really could stack their power play. If they're only going to stack to one power play, they can do it with 5 forwards. But if Torres that's what he wants to do, Carter has been bad. They were getting outshot badly in the first period. I think at least one or two of them. I think Carter made obviously one was a breakaway, the short end of breakaway. That happens. And the one scored by Kadri was a nice shot off the pass by Nature's first points in the series. So players are waking up. Obviously, Stone back playing tonight, McCarr back playing tonight. Nature's with his first points of the series, even though I think he has 11 or 12 in the playoffs now. It's good to see that happen. I know Josh Mance had a fantastic long pass out for that goal. McCarr-esque, making a long pass from his zone up to Natchez, and Natchez took it into the middle and then backhanded it to a Kadri on the wing. So they shook up the lines a little bit in Colorado. Obviously, it was working for them early. We'll see if they continue into the second period. Now, how much time are we looking at? About 10 minutes left. A little bit. A power play now for Colorado. 11 minutes left in the second period. See if they can counter the punches thrown by Vegas and get their 2-goal lead back. So we'll see. Like I said, it's going to be a fun third period after we're done breaking here. This is going to be fun. We got I think 14 different owners on the 34 spots. Every spot is filled now. Thank you, everybody. Had a bunch of unsolds. You guys grabbed those pretty quickly. Obviously, I always put them in there under $10. Not under $9 or less, basically for the unsold. So it's pretty good spots. Didn't get bids. Obviously, it was nice to see. Obviously, never surprised to see the Adam Oates with an unsold. That's always a shock. Morgan Geeky you guys are underselling him as a top scorer with Boston. See going forward if that's the role he can continue playing. Obviously, that's a nice Seattle Kraken with the inaugural patch on that. That's a nice blue Adidas. They're dark blue. More geeky. That was unsold. Obviously, Ricardo Raquel. A little surprised to see Raquel. He had a great playoff series with the Penguins. That's a nice white Anaheim Ducks Fanatics. Pretty cool. Just had one of those white Anaheim Ducks come out recently. It's always nice when you come across them. I grab them, throw them in there. So it's been tough trying to grab jerseys the last couple of days. Been sniped and outbid, and I forgot one. And I got a couple coming into me still. Probably try to get about at least 10 or so in before we reload. Reload comes fast, and we only drop in 13 jerseys, so it's you basically get 3 full weeks, and this is the start of the second week, so I got to try to get as much as I can, as quick as I can, and then I do have stuff I got to ship out to JSA, and their turnaround's been pretty good, but hopefully I get them back in to load them up. But like I said, I got at least a half dozen or so here ready, and I hope to have double digits before I have to ready to list everything to break it again. So we'll do what I can. I'll load up what I can, even though it might be less than it's been tough overall finding stuff. Tons of custom stuff, and you guys know I try to avoid the custom 99% of the time. Others, we've had some rare cases. Obviously the international stuff is many times custom. Obviously we've had Kevin Smith. I mean, we've had we had the slap shot jersey. So it's, you're going to find stuff that's got to be custom. It has to be. So it's you do what you can. But like I said, 99% of the stuff that goes into these boxes are fully licensed, and they're becoming few and far between, especially in the secondary market. Trying to buy them off of a the marketplace is out of hand, but I do what I can. Like I said, I try to get good stuff into you guys, and I'm always willing to try to shave stuff out of my PC, which I can, vouch for 100% because I know exactly where it's been, where it came from, and it's been in my PC since I required it. So that's always good to do. And like I said, I'm always able to trim here and there. I mean, it's getting tougher and tougher because you guys have been doing a good job hitting the stuff that I drop in there, and I've been trying to hold back adding more pieces to the PC, so I don't have as much room to squeeze out some stuff for the boxes. But like I said, there's always an opportunity. There's always, I can be tough on my PC and shave off stuff. You guys benefit completely. It's like I said, I have a white Malkin. Obviously, I think my Malkin is a Coho. This one's a CCM. Whatever it is, the flip flop the other way around. I think I have the Coho. The CCM is in there. So where this is a Coho that's in there. I don't know. I have to look at this is a CCM. So the white CCM Malkin went in. I have a white white Coho Malkin in the PC. I'm thinking I don't need to have both of those. You guys benefit from that. Malkin is one of the nicest jerseys in this 13 new batch. Actually 12 now. We had one new jersey. I believe it was Sunday, and then the other 3 jerseys have been relatively older. Like I said, we're now down to 12 from the last reload, 6 from the 2 reloads before. So so we got 12 from the main reload, 6 from March, 6 from April. Then we have 3 from February, 3 from January, and then still 4 jerseys from December, 1 from the early December, and then the 3 from the late December. So it's just 34 boxes. Just like that, we're getting into, like I said, we can do, like 8 or so if we're going to get down here, unless we do a package deal. If we're able to hit something old, I can start to make, the last 2 jerseys in a run, a package. But right now we have 3 runs with 3 jerseys each, 1 single run, and then 2 6s and a 12. So, like I said, it's going to be fun. Like I said, it's exciting. Obviously, if this few jerseys, you don't find many on the interwebs. This is one of the few stops you can get to where you're going to find such good odds on fully licensed, beautiful jerseys. So, still 3-2, about 7.5 minutes, I guess, in the hockey game. So we'll get done here in time to pack it up and then get upstairs and do my post break stuff and get ready for the third period. So, like I said, we got a couple people in the room. Who's in? Obviously, Dale's in here now. Anybody else stopping by to watch live? I know there's not tons of else going on. Obviously, a holiday tomorrow. Most people are off from work. Weather's bad here in the Jersey area, so it's not like anybody's barbecuing today or tomorrow or anytime real soon. But at least it's a day off. You don't have to worry about going into work, and you will spend it with family and friends, even if it's indoors. I know my family, a bunch of them went out to the movies today. They went to see the Mando and Grogu. I followed along some of the reviews. It wasn't enough for me to want to spend full price on it at the movie theater, so I skipped that. I'll watch it when it's on the regular television or one of the apps I have access to, or one of the shared apps I have access to. So no reason to head out to see that. I did watch some. I was able to watch some stuff on TV. I banged out some of the episodes of Nemesis on Netflix, which is a really good. I mean, it's a lot of derivative, a lot of the heist stuff. If you've seen, obviously, Heat is the gold standard for shootout, bank robbery kind of cat and mouse games, and it's got a lot of that. You can see where it's coming from, and then obviously the one with the guy from Gladiator, that was decent too. That was a pretty good shootout movie, heist robbery type thing from the what was it, from the currency center where they destroy the U.S. currency. That was pretty good too. I mean, obviously that was decent. Obviously the Sheridan stuff is great. Like the Hell or High Water stuff is still fantastic. But this kind of took a little bit of all that. I mean, it's 8 episodes. I got through 6 of them, so it's getting down towards the end where like the penultimate episode, and it's a pretty good show, but it's a long. It's about an hour each episode, so it takes a little while to burn through it. The acting's pretty good. I mean, it's well done production wise. I mean, shootouts are pretty excellent. So that's pretty good. But I'd rather do that than bang out a couple of those episodes instead of going out and paying full price for the Mando and Grogu. Even though it's entertaining, I'll watch it at some point in time when it's on the smaller tube. But like I said, just the one hockey game tonight. Jays stunk it up against Pittsburgh early in the day, so that was done and over with. And then obviously the Pittsburgh games. Oh, Golden Knights, they tie it up. Did they really just tie it up? Let me see. I can't see if they. Keegan Colasar, is that true? He tied it up. Man, 3-3 going to the third. Is that? I mean, I don't know if they're reviewing. Let's see. Anybody ever watching it? I know Dale, you got to be watching. Is it 3-3? Is that really just happened? I see I'm not watching the game live, but I have it on. I have it on my phone the score updates. Oh, it is 3-3. Man, ooh, it's gonna be entertaining. Okay, so we should be getting going to this. I don't know, maybe it's gonna stop by. Is anybody here? Who's in the room? Anybody live that wants to shout out? Who's here watching live? Is anybody watching with the sound on? We got a couple people here in the room, 4 or 5 people. Like I said, I don't want to wait around too long. Obviously, we got most people watch it on delay anyway. I post it very shortly after we're done tonight, and then of course I have to enter in everything for next Sunday. Of course, I'll enter in 32 spots to start on Tuesday, and of course we'll end whatever ends on Tuesday and Thursday. So that'll get us down to 30 spots next Sunday, which is fun. Anytime you get to 30, that's pretty damn amazing as far as fully licensed autographed jersey breaks. So you guys, we're tried and true. Lots of people have been here many times. Obviously, we have a couple new people in. Obviously, Dan B is relatively new to the room. He has not hit yet. He usually grabs a spot or so in his first couple breaks. We have obviously our Sunday regulars, Shirley, Mike A, Ron, and Ryan S. One of them has hit pretty regularly over each of the Sundays, so it's not guaranteed one of them will hit, but we've done pretty good with our Sunday regulars hitting at least one of the jerseys. But who else we got into that? Greg K grabbed a bunch of unsolds. Nick F, of course, grabbed some eBay spots as well as unsolds. Shirley, Mike A, Ryan S, and Ron, Sunday regulars. Dale grabbed the closer mojo. He's got some spots from eBay. Thomas M, of course. James M's got a couple nice spots. Daryl L grabbed some spots. Mike H grabs, I think, one. He just got the unsold. Larry V's got a spot from eBay. Jason M's got a spot from eBay. CK's got a couple. Dan B has a spot. Like I said, I think that's everybody. I think it's 14 different people. So good luck to everybody. Let's do it. We're going to do 2 boxes. Of course, we'll random for our first box 5 times to random to which box we're going to open. And then we're going to back that number out. And we'll do 5 times again for our second box. Like usual, just making sure Dan knows the rules. Anybody else that's relatively new? I think everybody's here has hit before. I believe so. I don't think anybody is completely with no hits yet, except that'd be Dan, which Dan's only been with us about 2 or 3. 3, I think, now breaks. So good luck to everybody. Everything that's been hit since before today has been shipped out. I shipped out everything Saturday morning. I know this Saturday morning. Friday morning, when did I ship out everything? Saturday afternoon? I don't remember. What day is it? Or Sunday. So Saturday morning, everything was shipped out. I shipped out a bunch of boxes. I shipped out some stuff UPS, some stuff USPS. So, but everything should be on your way to you guys. There will be a delay, of course, with the holiday. No delivery tomorrow, though I'm sure stuff is in transit as it is because I did drop them off on Saturday. So you should get it by middle of the week, at the end of the week at the latest, depending where you are. I'm sure you guys are a couple zones away, but good luck. Congratulations on those wins. And we'll see what happens tonight. And then, of course, Tuesday and Thursday. I will get the spot price preview up. I was working on it a little bit earlier, so I have the end, obviously chop off whatever hits tonight, 2 jerseys, and of course I'll post it as quick as I can, and as well as the video, and then I'll be working on getting this stuff entered for Tuesday to start on eBay and get you ready for that. So good luck, everybody. Like I said, enjoy the game. We got 3-3, getting close to the end of the second. We got 2 boxes tonight. Let's do it. Where's my dice and where's my random? There's my dice. There's my random. Okie dokes. Very good. Okay, you guys know the drill. 5 or more. What we do with our boxes. Boxes here in order, as always. You guys know your spots. Some of you know where your spots lie. They're in runs consecutively. We got 1 solo box up top, 3 runs of 3. 2 runs of 6, and then the last one is 12 boxes running all the way up to 30. So good luck, everybody. 5 or more on our dice roll. See what we got. Here we go. It is a 5. 5 times. I think we had 10 last time. I think we had 6. So 5 is usually the lowest. Obviously, see what we got. 5 times. Good luck, everybody. There's 1. 34 boxes for our first roll. 2, 3, 4, and the first box we're going to open tonight is going to be box number 60. 60 is relatively old. 60 it is. 5 times box 60. 5 times box 60. Okay, let's see what that is. 60, 60, 60. Okay. Okay, let's back that out. Boom. Box 60. There we go. Okay, here we go. In order, 5 or more on our second box. See, we got 8 times. So 8 times for our second box. Box 60 will be our first box. Our second box will be 8 times. We got 1, 33 boxes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and our second box tonight is going to be box number 12. 12 is from the second to last reload. 8 times box 12. 8 times box 12. There it is. 60 and 12. Let me back 12 out so it's not in there for Tuesday. There we go. Let me see. 60 is gone. 12 is gone. There we go. 60 is gone. 12 is gone. Let me reset my dice. Okay. It could be the closer mojo. It could be the closer mojo. 60 and 12. 12. 12's got some some good jerseys in here. There's 60 and 12's all the way on the right. He's from okay. There's 12. In the second box, 60. Ooh. 60 is, of course, stickered up. Okay, there we go. Box 60, box 12. Who's he calling? Nick's calling Steppin' and Geeky. Oh, that's what he's calling. That's what he's calling. Let me see. Let's see. Box 60. Okay. Box 60. Where's box 12? Okay. Got some good stuff in here. We have, there's an opportunity for somebody to hit a double. One person is eligible to hit the double if they're managed to do it. But we'll see what happens. Good luck, everybody. Box 60 will be our first one. Box 60. Okay, box 60 it is. See what we got. There is some closer mojo here. Box 60. Let's see what you got for us. Box 60 is not closer mojo. It is Justin Schultz, defenseman, Stanley Cup champion on the Adidas Pro Pittsburgh Penguins. There it is. Pittsburgh Penguins letterhead, too. Look at the letterhead on this one. It's always nice when I never know what some of the COAs and stuff are. There you go. Certificate of Authenticity, Justin Schultz with the watermark of the Pittsburgh Penguins. Travis Williams, COO of the Penguins. I don't know if he currently still is. You probably can look that up as well. But there it is. Justin Schultz. This is acquired from the either somebody got it from a fan pack or a charity auction or one of the functions with the Pittsburgh Penguins team. I always love coming across that. Those are pretty cool COAs when you get that. So very, very nice. Justin Schultz on the Pittsburgh Penguins team COA. I got the paperwork there for you on the letterhead. Very nice Adidas. Justin Schultz. Some memorable moments as a Pittsburgh Penguin during the Cup run. Justin Schultz, black ink sig. Did a pretty nice job when they did for the signings. Obviously, it's not got from like an airport or an arena signature, but there you go. Beautiful skating penguin on the front of the Adidas Pro. Of course, fight strapped up. You guys know the drill. That's a legit one. Justin Schultz on the Adidas. There we go. Congratulations. Whoever had Justin Schultz tonight. I think that was an actually auction one. I don't think it was an unsold. Justin Schultz tonight. Let me get to my box number 12. Box number 12. Let's see what we got. So definitely was not Derek Steppin. Was not Derek Steppin. It will, just to let you guys know, Justin Schultz coming out, drops that run down to 2 boxes. Those 2 boxes will now be piggybacked. So if one box hits, the other box will be opened. So just think about that when you're claiming the spots on Facebook or you're bidding on spots on eBay. It's kind of like a built-in double box. So boxes 48 and boxes 59 are now piggybacked. So we hit 48 randomly. We will open up 49 as well. If we hit 59, we'll open up 48 as well. We did that in the past with our boxes that we had that have been up there a while. But this 2 run is going to make it, they're going to be piggybacked. So just so you guys remember, if you do it on Tuesday, if you're claiming one of the 2, the other one will be opened if either hits. So that basically increases the odds of you hitting that by half. Obviously, the odds of any box coming out on Tuesday is 1 in 32. but now you have an additional box to increase your odds. So your odds of either of those boxes coming out become 1 in 16. Mathematically is what it comes down to. But so both those boxes will be piggybacks. That affects my mathematics, obviously, with reload. But I loaded up 13, so that should be. I mean, that gives us room to have a double box in there. So good luck to you guys on that. But box number 12, we're opening up as well tonight. Let's see what we got. Good luck, everybody. Box number 12. We got some great stuff in this run. Good luck, everybody. Congratulations to whoever this is. There's some serious chase spots in here. Box number 12 is going to be, there it is. It's a big boy. Elias Lindholm, Boston Bruins. Absolutely beautiful Adidas Pro alternate. Elias Lindholm, of course, East Coast Sports COA. That's a big boy. Elias Lindholm, bouncing around. A couple people have grabbed that. Obviously, Larry grabs it on Sundays usually. I know James has had it a couple times during the week. This is a beautiful jersey. There it is. Elias Lindholm, current Boston Bruin, with the fight strap, with the East Coast Sports COA, black ink sig. There it is. The big B on the front. That's their alternate jersey. Of course, Boston Bruins, Adidas Pro. That's a big boy. Congratulations. I believe that's Larry tonight. I think I have to look at the list. Usually he has it on Sundays. He hasn't been in many of the Tuesday and Thursdays to claim early enough because it goes pretty fast usually. But there it is. Congratulations. Of course, comes with the little generic East Coast card. Elias Lindholm, 2 black and yellows coming out tonight. Black and yellow, even though only one of them is Pittsburgh. Boston Bruins representing the black and yellow. Justin Schultz representing the black and yellow. Let me see what we got. We got Justin Schultz tonight going to Shirley Mike A. There it is. One of our Sunday regulars steps up, hits the Shirley Mike A on the Justin Schultz. I'm always complaining for a hit. I know you went for a long streak without it, but a lot of Sundays without hitting. But you've hit twice in the last month and a half, I think. So congratulations, Shirley Mike A on the Schultz, and our Elias Lindholm going to Larry B. There it is. He had the spots today on eBay. So congratulations, Larry. That was a long chase. I mean, obviously, it was only the last reload, but that's been a nice hard chase for you. Congratulations on the Lindholm. Congratulations, Shirley Mike A on the Justin Schultz. 2 Buttes, 2 eBay wins. Congratulations, both of you guys. Sorry, of course, for everybody that did not hit. Obviously, your odds are now 1 in 32 on Tuesday, 1 in 31 on Thursday. Getting better and better every box we break. So there you are. So get your chases ready. Get your claim fingers ready. Get ready on Tuesday for the claims. Lindholm will be gone. Schultz will be gone. I will list everything to start on Tuesday to end next Sunday. So we'll be down to 30 boxes and 29 boxes for Sunday. But 32 on Tuesday, 31 on Thursday. So good luck, everybody. Let's enjoy the third period of the Vegas-Colorado game. Enjoy your weekend or holiday day tomorrow. Hopefully, everything runs smooth. Hopefully your weather is nice wherever you may be because it's not here. But happy Memorial Day or a somber Memorial Day or a quiet Memorial Day to honor our service members. Obviously, I have family in the service. My nephew went to West Point. He's stationed out in Colorado. Of course, my grandfather was a master sergeant in the military during World War II. He was a retired postmaster as well. So congratulations. Our memories, our thanks to everybody. We have a bunch of people in the room that has either military background or works in the military or works with the military. So have a somber, quiet Memorial Day. Make sure you put your thoughts and your care goes to those that have served in the past. So we're very military friendly here at WAFFLEBOARD Breaks. But thank you much, everybody. Sorry for everybody that did not hit tonight, but your odds are even better. Like I said, come back Tuesday. We'll see what we can do for you. Congratulations to Larry. Congratulations, Shirley Mike A. Let's get to watching third period of Colorado Vegas. I'll see you guys back here Tuesday night. Waffle Board Breaks is out.